So hot. Hello YouTube, my name is Sarah and welcome to my channel. This is the first video I'm filming for this channel, and in this video I'm gonna be telling you my intersex story. So when I was younger, I pretty much had a constant worry that there was something off with me. I first noticed it when my friends would start entering puberty. They would be talking about their periods and buying bras and buying tampons. Well, I thought, okay, I'm just a little bit late, I'll get there eventually. Then my sister, who is 3 years younger than me, also started developing. Now something felt really off. So when I was 15 and I still hadn't gotten my period, my mom took me to the gynecologist for a checkup and to get my blood drawn. She basically told me, you're a strong and healthy girl and everything is perfectly fine. A week later, we got a call with the test results, and the doctor had some news for us. I had been diagnosed with a condition called Androgen Insensitivity syndrome, or AIS. AIS is a hereditary X-linked dominant syndrome with an occurrence of about 1 in 50,000 births. That means that I have it in my family and the women are the carriers of this faulty gene. But I didn't find out until I got home that this condition fell under the intersex category. Actually, the term intersex says way more about my condition than androgen insensitivity syndrome, especially if you don't have medical knowledge. To sum it up, I have a mutation in the gene encoding for the androgen receptor. This means my body is insensitive to the male sex hormone testosterone. See, genetically, I was supposed to be a boy. That's why I have XY chromosomes. But during the first weeks of my development, my body responded to the female sex hormone estrogen instead, and I developed to a girl. After that, I had numerous scans and tests done to locate the undescended testes, also called gonads. The doctors recommended that they would be removed since they have a high risk of developing cancer. This has later been proven to be wrong. I had my gonads removed in 2012 and I really regret having this surgery, and I'll probably make a video about it later. So let me list some of the pros and cons of having androgen insensitivity syndrome. I get no period, I have no body odor, I have no body hair, I get no balding and no acne, I haven't had a pimple for my whole life, and I'm fairly tall. So the cons are that I'm infertile because I don't have a uterus, and I have to take HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. So I basically take a estrogen pill per day. So let me tell you about some of the ways that AIS manifests itself in people with this syndrome. So I mentioned in my pros and cons list that I have no body odor, no body hair, no balding, and no acne, and these four are all testosterone-dependent secondary sex characteristics. And even if I had high levels of testosterone in my body pre-op, my cells couldn't respond to the testosterone because of the faulty receptor. So therefore, I don't have any of these characteristics. For a long time, I didn't know why I was so tall. Only after attending medical school, I found out that testosterone and estrogen spike during puberty, and that causes the epiphyseal growth plates in your long bones to kind of seal and prevent further growth. And that didn't happen to me, and that's why I grew so tall. So how did I cope with finding out that I'm intersex and getting the diagnosis androgen insensitivity syndrome? So let me just get one thing out of the way. I identify as intersex and female, and I was raised and have always felt like a girl. Getting a diagnosis like this is something that takes a lot of time to process, and you can't process it immediately when you get your diagnosis. It's a learning process. You have to kind of get to know this whole new part of you that was always there, but you only now understand. So have I told others that I'm intersex? yes, I don't think I would be making this video otherwise. I'm pretty open about being intersex, and I tell friends and acquaintances pretty fast if there's an appropriate time to tell them, or if the topic comes up in another way. I'm a bit self-conscious about my height. I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters, and when I meet people on the street, I immediately notice their eyes flick to my feet to see if I'm wearing heels. But then again, this is a problem for other tall girls as well, and I don't think it has anything specifically to do with being intersex. So regarding being infertile, I decided pretty early that I would deal with it the day that I would normally start thinking about having children. I'm 28 right now, so it's not in the plans within the next 5 years or so at least. But there are many ways that you can start a family. You can adopt, you can be a foster family, and here in Sweden they're even trialing uterus transplants, so I think that's super cool. The most important reason why I'm making this video and coming out on the internet as intersex is because it's such an unknown topic. Most people that I've shared my story to have no idea about terms like intersex or androgen insensitivity syndrome. And I think it's really important to raise awareness so that people know something like this exists. Previously, doctors and even family members would hide from the children that they were intersex out of shame. And I think it's really important that no child has to deal with this in the future. Some intersex individuals have also undergone painful genital corrective surgeries to fit them into the norm of the two sexes. And this should not happen because we are healthy and exist just the way we are supposed to. Another important reason is so that other intersex individuals can find information and stories of other intersex people and to connect with them. During the first year after my diagnosis, I had no other intersex person to talk to, and that was really difficult. So if you see this video and you don't have anyone to talk to, feel free to reach out to me, and I will also link some resources under the video which have helped me. Thank you so much for watching my intersex story. I hope you learned something new, and I'm really happy that I managed to get this video out during Pride Month. Happy Pride, and I'll see you in the next video.